beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about how you can grow a garden on a budget. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Sorry about the whole lawnmowers. I guess everyone's out mowing their lawn today. With the rising costs in food and groceries, people are actually turning more towards gardening and growing their own food. Why? Because it's more cost effective. Did you know that you can also grow a garden for yourself for either really cheap or almost free? Well, let's go over how you can do that so you can save more money and become more self-sustainable. The first thing that you will need to start your garden is soil and compost, one or the other or both. Many people have a compost bin in their house where they collect kitchen scraps. Well, when you give that to the city, they make compost out of it. And most cities have a giveaway exchange where if you drop off your compost, then they will give you the actual compost for free. And that usually happens a couple times during the spring-summer season. Number two, you could also check Kijiji, Facebook Marketplace, all those hand platforms. They actually do give away a lot of soil and such for free. And I will say I've amended all my garden beds this year with practically free. I got compost from the city and extra garden soil to top off my beds because a lot of them sunk down from last year. So next we're going to go on to plants. So should you get started plants from a nursery? Well, that all depends on if you have the space to start seeds yourself. If you don't have space to start seeds yourself, then absolutely buying transplants from a garden center or a local nursery is definitely the way to go. But when you buy started plants, you want to look for some that have multiple plants in here. So this is chives. You can easily separate chives and then make multiple plants out of this one. But if you do have the space to start your own plants and start everything from seed, then definitely do that. It is so cost effective. Yes, if you are buying seeds, buy local. You can also buy the ones from the dollar store if you're on a really tight budget. They do germinate and they grow perfectly fine, normal as always. If you buy transplants, make sure when you buy things like tomatoes or basil that there's multiple plants in the one single container so that you can transplant out multiple plants and you're getting the most bang for your buck. Sorry, that is a saying that we say here in Canada. If you don't know what that means, you get the most for your money. My third budget-friendly tip for this video is also just source your stuff locally. You can reuse many different things in your garden to create trellises. My dad redid his fencing and gave us a whole bunch of fence boards. So we use those fence boards in the garden and to make our shed. And the wire trellising that is all around that I think is technically cattle panel trellising. We got a giant roll off of Kijiji for 25 bucks because someone was getting rid of it. It has gone such a long way. It's created giant tomato cages, archway trellises, and many more trellises. And there's still so much more of it. So for 25 bucks, I think it's worth it to check out your Facebook Marketplace, your Kijiji, whatever other buy-sell apps that are in your area. And my biggest bonus tip for this video is don't overspend. Don't overspend on potting mix. Don't overspend on fertilizers and compost and all these different things. Don't overspend on plants. Don't be like me who spent like I think almost $90 last night buying herbs and berry bushes, and yeah, just don't be like me. And if you're on a budget, you're gonna want to make sure that you don't overspend on certain things such as plant starts, because you might need a little bit of extra money to go towards your soil or your compost. Thank you so much for watching this video. Garden tours are coming, everyone. I know you're asking for them. I'm getting your messages. I want to give them to you as much as you want them. But the current state of the backyard is absolute chaos because my partner is doing up a beautiful little shed for our bikes and our compost bin. So we are just waiting on that. It should be done fairly soon within this weekend, so fingers crossed, and hopefully next week I can bring you guys along on a garden tour. But that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys. I can't reach. That will be the end. Bye.